career, I had to deal with a lot of these, not just the juveniles, but a lot of the adults. They had the addiction problems, and they're hard people to talk to. You know that yourself. It's just hard to get through to them. But through a lot of prayer and a lot of witnessing to some of them, I've had some of them. They'll come to me today if they see me out somewhere and say, Mr. Figgins, I said, you made a change in my life. You helped me to get straightened out. And that means the world to me. I know that the Lord's using me. The Lord called me when I was just a teenager into this, what I do. I've loved music all my life, and I don't know anything about it, but I just like to try to do it. And for many years, my brother and I and some other guys, we had a gospel group. We traveled all over the country in the tour bus and all that stuff, and played to sometimes hundreds, sometimes tens, and sometimes in the thousands. And it just, it's what I love to do. I'm happiest when I'm up here singing about the Lord and telling people what He's done for me. And I told you earlier, I was raised up in Pentecostal church. And losing my mom as young as I did, when I got to be a teenager, on up in my teenage years, I got a little wild. And my dad was he worked at a factory there. I have techs in front row, and worked shift work. And when he was working the night shift, I found it easy not to have to go to church. And I was a person that when I lost my mom, it just devastated me. It became very depressed. My dad wasn't a father, but he was a dad. You know what I mean, brother? He provided food and shelter and clothes, but he wasn't one of those fathers that would put his arm around you and say, son, are you doing okay today? Or would you like to throw a little ball or get your fishing pole? Let's go fishing. I never done none of that. And he was 70 years old when he passed away, and I never heard the words "I love you" come out of his mouth. And but he was good to us. But I came so depressed, and I wanted to. And I was popular in high school, and the coach left. I guess he left. Mr. Frederick, he was my high school football coach, and he helped me a lot. When I lost my mom, I was in the 10th grade, and I didn't want to go back to school, didn't want to do nothing, because I really didn't have anybody that I felt like loved me anymore. And I missed school for about a week, and Coach came out of the house one day and to see me. He said, Danny, where you been? He said, I know, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. I know that's been rough. But he said, you haven't been in school for a week. I said, nah, Coach, I don't think I'm coming back. I don't want to. And he set me down at the table. My dad was working, and he said, give me the father talk. And he started telling me things that I really wanted to hear from my dad. He said, you know, and I was a popular sports, and he said, you got a lot of potential. You're a great athlete, and you got a lot to offer, and a lot of life ahead of you, but you need to get in school. And he said, why don't you come back? He said, I just want to see you. He said, I know what you can do on a football field. So I went back after about a week, and every day at school, he'd come and check on me, make sure I was in school. And then if he would ask, he said, is your dad working? And sometimes if he was working the 3:30 to 12 shift, I said, yeah, he's working this evening. He said, come on, let's go get something to eat. He'd buy my supper. And I never forgot that. He left school after about 2 years later, and he made a big impact on my life. And I just never forgot it. And as time moved on, I got out of school and graduated. I quit church, and like some of the testimonies we've heard today, I got involved with alcohol and drugs, and because I was the kind of person that wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be one of the guys, I didn't, and some of them knew I went to Pentecostal church. I said, I don't do that no more. And but I just wanted to fit in, and I just grew far from the Lord, and it went through a bad marriage, and it had broken up, and I was very depressed over everything. Lost my job because I was come in drunk too many mornings and didn't make it to work. And it was in the fall of the year, November sometime. I got up that morning and I didn't want to live any longer. I said, I don't like this feeling. I don't like what I feel. And I'm just embarrassed in my life. And I've been thinking about taking my life for some time. And the house I was living in, I knew it was a lot of guns in the house. And so I looked at, like the one brother said, he said he looked at himself in the mirror and couldn't believe what he saw. Well, I couldn't either. All I saw was ruined, broken